This video is for the generators because today I experienced something that I saw quite often before, but today it was very obvious for me. And I guess it's important to talk about this. It's important for me to talk it out. And I know that when I talk stuff out, that sometimes it's of value for others. So why not? So I was in this restaurant, very nice restaurant. Got there by a little invitation, and was good food and very nice. And then my generator friend, manifesting generator, or you could say it's a generator with manifesting capacity because it's not the 3420. So there is this responding in him, the basic and very clear. I can hear it, I can feel it in my body, and he can do that too. And in a certain moment, he sat next to me, and I felt like he wants to get asked in a way. And I looked at him, and he started to talk about something, and then we came up to this where I just felt comfortable to ask him something. That's very important, that he's open, that a generator is open to get asked, because otherwise it will just be uncomfortable. That's what I experienced, and that's what generators shared with me, and that I really want to respect that, because for me it's about this all human design thing in general is about respecting the other, the uniqueness of the other. And I don't know why I asked it. It's just happening. I don't control what I ask. It's just serving the other in a way. And I asked him, do you want to go home? And he had like, And then I could feel how his face was like, but I don't want to go home. And I could really feel and sense how his mind started to spin. I cannot go home. And now when I go home, I would lose the opportunity here. And then maybe I don't know, I miss something. And maybe the people that are coming to me, and it's so nice here, and blah, 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 and this and that, and this and that. And I could really feel like that he got sucked into this mental illusion of making a choice, having a choice now. So that's a big thing for generators, I guess, that you really, it's the same for splenic people. Splenic people really need to listen to the subtle, to this very simple one-time shift of well-being. I'm feeling well or not. And with the sacral, I guess it could be very similar. Of course, in a completely different way. It feels different when you have a sacral, but when you have a you don't need the mind to give you the permission to do this or that. You don't need the mind to get up. You don't need the mind to plan how you do it. The mind is there and will automatically give you the measurements when you cross the street or whatever. But to really have the courage to do what you have a yes for, this is the thing. This is what it's all about. So of course it's very nice if you're connected to this and you are aware of your and your and your yes and your no. That's the basic thing you really need to explore. You really need to connect to your sacral voice again. But then comes the tricky part, to really live this out. And it can be very hard. I know. I see it. I talk with a lot of generators about this. But you can do it, because your body, when your body has a yes, when your sacral says, that just doesn't mean that you want to do it. That also means that you have the energy for it. That also means that it will lead you towards your alignment, or back to your life path, or further on your unique life path. It's the sacral response for you as a generator is really like it collects all of the data, all of the information. All of it goes into this mechanism that tells you, for everything you are to bring you there where you need to be with the people who you can connect, and so on and so on. And yes, sometimes it's not comfortable because your mind says, no, but I don't like this. I would rather be here. I would rather do that, of course. But it's not about that. It's not about being stuck in the mental illusion of having a choice. You don't have a choice. Yeah, you have the choice to block yourself. Yeah, you have the choice to suffer more. Yeah, you have the choice to be more frustrated. Yeah. But you don't have a choice of how you do it and when you do it. No, your sacral tells you now it's the right time. And you're protected by your aura and by all the things that define you. If you have a yes and you're doing it, you're waiting for the moment where it's your moment of doing. Don't miss the moment where you're actually could do something until the next moment where you wait and enjoy the waiting for the next moment to happen until you come to another place and this and that. So this can be very tricky, I guess. But I also know that you can do it because you're the holy beings, You have your sacral. For me as a projector, of course, it looks very easy, and I know it's not easy. But it's simple. It's very simple. You wait for it. You have this in you. You have this is like a muscle that's releasing this energy and says yes, and the tension goes away and you feel this slight breeze of satisfaction. Yeah, this is nice. But you gotta get it. You need to get up and do it. Even if you could hurt somebody, is your solar plexus open and you avoid confrontation? Even if you try to hold on to things, is your spleen open and you just feel better when you're with people? Whatever the case may be, if there is a question coming towards you and you have a yes, a real yes in you, a body yes, not a mental I choose yes. When you have a body yes, just try to follow it. This is the next step in your experiment. And then you will see what life really wants to offer you. And then you will see where you really are needed. And then I would really like to know your stories, your experiences. Maybe you already had that. So please feel free to share. Do you want to share? Feel welcome.